everybody. How y'all doing today? Yeah. Another day, another motherfucking dollar. You know? Yeah. And there's a more at the end of my name on this damn thing, so talking boxing just ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? It says and more. So I know a lot of people probably ain't used to me talking about other subjects other than boxing. But I think this one, I think my 3 cents on this one is not too bad. I'm not the one to sit up over here and toot my own horn and everything like that. But this is just my 3 cents. My opinion. I'm not here to rag on anybody's point of view or anything like that. I'm just giving my opinion. With this whole Trump indictment shit. I mean, because it's happening over and over again, and all the folks out here talking about why folks don't get hit with RICOs and this and the third. They do, and Trump just got hit with a RICO. So there we go right there. But let me get into it, right? Fucking indictment, right? Especially when we hear something on the lines of grand jury indictment, right? That has nothing to do with a Russian oligarch. That has nothing to do with some weird conspiracy theory on who's really running the government. That's to do with 12 to 18 people on a jury. Majority of them said there's enough evidence to take this to trial. That's what they said. There is enough evidence to take this to court. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't like the judge, like when people want to say, oh, the corrupt judge and this and the third. It ain't like the judge or the district attorney, right? It's not like it's one person doing this. It's not like it's calling the shots on whether or not to indict him or not. It's not one person. It's a fucking grand jury that got his ass. I mean, I don't know how you can flip it how you want to and put the blame on somebody else or some fictitious ass entity or some conspiracy theory or whatever. But 18, 16, whatever, how many, 12, 16, 18, whatever, how many people agreed to indict this dude. Agreed to say that to charge him with the crime. I'm just saying if 1 minute when see this is the fucked up part. When a certain group of people say that the court system is rigged and all this stuff, all of a sudden it's we see a whole bunch of memes. Oh, I didn't do nothing and all this shit, right? Telling folks folks is literally out here. Folks that's voting for Trump, right? Are out here saying was out here saying that black folks need to have accountability for their actions. That's the problem with the world and all this. That's the problem with the U.S. and all that shit. Black folks need to start taking accountability for their actions. And then that the Justice Department and all these cats need to stop giving criminals less time. Yeah. So now what? Now he got 18 co-defendants, or whatever you want to call it. And some of them are getting, what you call that thing? Are getting told that they looking at 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You got 18 people, not including the other people and the other indictments, and the other 3 indictments over how many there is. What do you think is gonna happen? Somebody gonna break. Something gotta give. Something gonna give. And that's just that simple. I don't see how anybody on the face of this earth could just be like, oh, you know what? He didn't do nothing wrong. Well, let's say, for instance, we don't know what we know what the allegations is. We know what the allegations is, but now it's up to the court to decide whether or not he did it or not. Right? That's all it is. Now, if you believe that Donald Trump didn't do it, that's your business. But some of that stuff, the writing is on the wall. It's in black and white on what happened, and y'all don't want to, and folks don't want to admit it. Don't want to admit it. I don't see what the hoopla is. Right? I don't care what. You can't go around with this what ism. Well, what about Joe Biden family? What about Joe Biden? What about Hunter Biden? What about all these other people? You can't be doing that. That's not facts to say that Donald Trump didn't do it. Pointing the finger at somebody else. You know, for his opinion on the election, whether or not he won or not. He's in court by a grand jury, a group of civilians voting to indict him for his actions, not his mouthpiece. When Pence got up there and said that Trump tried to get him to break the Constitution, everybody slagged Pence off and called him a traitor and called him a liar and everything like that. But when Trump got on national TV the other day and said he's going to bring back stop and frisk, right? Guess what that is? That's not upholding the Constitution. Stop and frisk is not upholding the Constitution. It's against the Constitution to just stop people and ask for ID and pat them down. And another thing bad about stop and frisk is, if the people that's doing stop and frisk cannot be trusted to do the right thing and be overzealous with it and actually target citizens, knowing that nobody can do shit about it, that's when it becomes the problem. But it altogether is unconstitutional. And all them Trump supporters that's talking about 1776, talking about upholding the Constitution, talking about how this person's a traitor, that person's a traitor, that person's a traitor. Well, what are you when you don't uphold the Constitution? You know? It's nobody's indicting this dude. Like I said, nobody's indicting Trump for his opinion, but Some of these news outlets want to act like that's what it is, and I don't even know why they even want to spread that shit. Well, I know why they want to spread that shit, because when they spread that shit, they know now well a certain group of people, they got them. They got them in the bag. Now because they know that people don't want to go nowhere. People don't want to get the news from places that's on the opposite of the aisles against their presidential candidate. So when they talking shit about their presidential candidate, they don't want to go to that news outlet. They want to go to the news outlet to where what's being said is what they want to hear, whether or not it's the truth or a fucking lie. They don't give a fuck. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. Knows what they've been doing over the years. I never heard of somebody getting caught red-handed with classified documents and folks saying he didn't do nothing, and their excuse is that Mar-a-Lago is security is top notch. Motherfucker, that's not a GSA approved container, is it? That's not a GFS approved container, is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to call him later. Yeah. Why is that shit still ringing, man? Man. I don't know why people calling me in the morning, man, on the way to work. You gonna have to wait. Send a motherfucking text. Ain't that fucking important. Yeah, man. It is what it is with that shit. I don't agree with a lot of things that these politicians do, but damn for sure I don't be quick, fast, in a hurry to just jump on board with things like this, man. It's atrocious. You know, it's crazy how people could literally be walking these streets and just be like literally zombies, drones. Like it don't matter what these Lala D was having, don't matter what they say or what they get caught with. You know what I'm saying? People is out here, you know, still believing in that shit. You know, and then people gonna talk about some Donald Trump is the one that got gas prices to $1.75. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. Half the motherfuckers couldn't drive on the goddamn road. That's why it was. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. If y'all believe, if y'all want to believe that one dude can stop Ukraine and Russia from fighting, you're out of your goddamn mind. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. That's not going. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Y'all seen the news. Y'all see how many casualties they got up over there. Y'all see the news. And they're just gonna pull out because of something one man said. Can't. But we all know they used to be buddies. Him and what's that dude? Good morning.
Hey, good morning. All right, ready to go?
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Everybody, you know, and now you got these people. Joe Biden this, what he did and what he didn't do. He could be guilty of that too. They both could be guilty of what they did, but that what-ism ain't gonna work around here. You know, how you sitting up over here talking about that Majority Taylor lady? over here trying to talk about what Biden family has taken from oligarchs and this and the third, but knowing damn well out of her own damn lips, she even said they trying to find proof to directly put him with it. And they keep talking about the lawyer, right? The lawyer. Oh, well, the lawyer said that Biden called a couple times during meetings and talked to people, but the lawyer said they wasn't talking about business. So now you had another conundrum with that. You don't have proof. You don't have proof. If Majority Taylor Greene can get on there and have to testify in front of her constituents on what she was talking about during the insurrection thing, and say no comment, I don't recall, no comment, over and over again. But everybody knows that she's a bald-faced lie, and she said all those defamatory things. And when they caught her, when she said no, I don't recall, or she didn't say that, I forget what she said, she had to stop the person because she knew that she was about to fucking what's that word, perjure herself. So all these people running their mouth about Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Joe Biden's son and Joe Biden's family, or whatever the case may be, all that is what aboutism? What about them? What about these people over here? What did they do? All this stuff, right? That's all it is. That's all it is, right? It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because if everybody is guilty, they do with law. But now with this RICO case with them, right? Somebody gonna have to do some time. I think with that RICO, I think it's mandatory time. That's what the crazy part. I think with that RICO is mandatory time. So, I guess he's gonna be in there with Young Thug, the Thugger. He'll be in there with Young Thug. On that note, everybody, peace.